Great, thank you, Rich. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Jacoby, controller of Vision Services. And guys, I'm so excited we deployed the Oracle Cloud and ditched the on-premise boat anchor of yesteryear at our organization, because last night I was kind of melancholy. It was the end of the weekend. I spent some time with family and friends, and I was a little bit down, though. I couldn't figure out why that was, and I glanced at my watch, and I was like, wow, it was 8 p.m., and it was at that point I realized only 12 more hours till I get to go to work and use the Oracle Cloud and do what I was hired to do, the job that I was hired to do, okay? And for the first time in one single simple system, I could do any task associated with my job, and I could do that on any device, anywhere, anytime. So it was exciting. I got a burst of energy. I woke up this morning, went into the office, and was greeted by this amazing dashboard of what are called infolets, or snippets of critical elements of data that I need to use to leverage and manage my activities as controller. We believe in something that Rondi spoke about earlier, something called the continuous close. You know, why wait till the end of the period to do the close? There are certain tasks I can do during the course of the month to help make for a smoother monthly close. So up on the upper left, we see the close calendar. Maybe I get a question, where are we at with the close process? I can very quickly drill into that and see the status of that process. Maybe it's other critical processes like intercompany. Where are we at with intercompany? Maybe it's my allocation process. Normally an account that's zeroed out because we've allocated out to the consuming cost centers. There's some dollars in there. I might want to investigate that a little more deeply. Here I see travel costs is up in the Southwest, but more importantly, revenue versus forecast in the lower left of my screen is off. Here I'm greeted by a stunning visualization known as the 9-box. Here I can see my lowest performing regions, Texas, Washington, and Arizona, as well as my top performers. This is something I'm going to have to take up with Rich, I think, a little bit later. More on that.
More to come.
So we have become more efficient, right? We're using less headcount to do these different processes. I have real-time insight into all of these different areas, and we're more effective. We are able to do things more rapidly. But in addition to that, if we look at account reconciliations as an example, we're able to lower risk in our organization. Think about the account reconciliation process. Every month, I'm attesting to the balances that are on our balance sheet. I have to understand deeply what's in those different account balances. Because if I don't, there could be risks lurking in those different accounts, and it could bring exposure and risk, right? So Oracle Cloud is all about helping us manage this entire end-to-end process, and account reconciliation is a piece of that. So I get immediate visibility into this entire process. And then I'm intuitively drawn through stunning visualizations to the warning of 116 account recs where we may be having a challenge. Right, in account recs, typically we think about what's in our GL versus our subledger. But in this case, at Vision Services, we've taken that concept and we actually measure actual versus budget with the tool. It's pretty exciting. If we break a certain threshold during the course of the month, spending is up as an example, I can go ahead and drill into that. So let's look at the top item. SG&A has exceeded our budget. Now again, I'm greeted by yet another level of stunning visualizations. I see that I have a variance of 4.2%, and Rich and I both like to run a tight ship, so I'm going to want to drill into that a little bit further. So by clicking on that, I can then focus in my search and determine that maybe it was my benefits line item where we've got an issue. So I can see that information displayed through a chart, through my bubble chart, and as well as the transactional information below. Now, further inspection will show that, guess what, we missed a journal entry, an accrual, a benefits accrual. It happens all the time. Now, in the past, what I would do at this point is I would call up Jack, my GL accountant, and say, Jack, we need to post a journal entry. This might take time. Jack's in a different time zone. But thankfully, with the Oracle Cloud, I can invoke the social platform, and I can have a meaningful and contextual dialogue on any business event, report, or transaction. So here you see I can type in, Jack, we're missing the benefits JE. It's causing a variance. Could you go ahead and fix that? And then post it to my wall. Now immediately Jack will get a notification and he can go ahead and take care of that issue. saving us a lot of time. Think about what I just did. I prevented a potential post-close adjustment. If I didn't catch that through the course of the month, ultimately we would have uncovered it in reporting possibly, and I'd have to go back and make that adjustment. It would slow us down. It would elongate our close process. Wow, something has just appeared on the screen. It appears to be a chat bot. I've received a remittance advice. Let me go ahead and view that. Wow, this is exciting. A chat bot in the Oracle Cloud. You know, some of my peers at other companies are out investing in separate robotic process automation tools. Thankfully, Oracle Cloud is taking these emerging components, as Rondi described, and just folding them into our applications. I don't want another set of disparate tools in my organization. The Oracle Cloud is allowing us to rationalize and simplify and get rid of systems. Why would I want to add more? Now, this chatbot is interesting. Here it's a remittance advice. Now, this is for $2 million. Normally, I wouldn't even see a remittance advice. If one of our collectors receives a remittance advice in the form of a PDF, she could just send it into the Oracle image server. And machine learning would understand by the nature of what's contained in that document what document type to create, how to create the accounting, how to do the cash application. But the system knows for large remittances, I would like to take a look at that. So I can go ahead and view that. Sandberg Industries, $2 million looks good. I can go ahead and create my receipt. Receipt created. Now let's say I didn't respond to that chat bot as it popped up on my screen. It would still show up here on my homepage. These are called smart cards. You can see the different critical tasks and other tasks on my list. I could drill into those as well. And across the top are different things I could take action on. Here to my left, you'll see the receipts that I just created. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that. Journal entry approvals, my one-time allocation, my cosmetic branding journal, I've already inspected those. I can go ahead and click the checkbox and approve those. But what is this smart card about cash balance? It appears that I have $12 million more in my cash balance than was anticipated. So the system has recognized that I have an excess of cash in the organization and now is asking me to do something with that. So through machine learning, recognizing that based off our operating cash forecast, we have an excess, it's saying you should maybe invest that to get a return. So the system is saying, hey, you have these different suppliers that you owe money to. What if you were to offer them a discount? We'll calculate the APR associated with that, and you could do an offer to them. Here's the APR, 23% from Beeswax Supply. I could drill into that further, flip that tile over, and see the different elements that the machine learning used to put this offer in front of me. Some of this data is included internally into the Oracle Cloud, while some is external data. But we won't let the machines take over fully. We want to have the ability to have a human element to this as well. So you can see in my recommendations here that predominantly it's set to show me more of my wholesale suppliers. Based off my knowledge of the business and who is more likely to take discounts, I might want to adjust that to retail, and I'll push apply. Now beeswax is not my #1 opportunity. Here, Natural Cosmetics Company would yield a 28% APR if I was going to go ahead and make that offer to them and pay them less. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I just want to thank Matt and Rondi and the whole team at Oracle for taking us on this journey to the Oracle Cloud. We're excited. We finally are able to do the jobs that we were hired to do. We're more efficient, more effective. We have less risk in the organization. My colleague, Rich, he can focus on what he was hired to do, which is bring more profitable growth to the organization. And by the way, Rich, we have to talk about what's happening out in the West. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that, I'd like to turn it back over to Matt and Rondi. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. I wasn't sure how we're doing that.
What a great demo. Great job, Rich and Jeff. So I want to kind of quickly summarize about some of the things that you have seen in play. So there are lots of things that they have shown, but a few words there. So first of all, what they actually highlighted is a complete suite of integrated applications in play, including ERP, EPM, HCM, and even CX. Now, all the things that they've shown is based on the new release 13 user interface, user experience, so it's very simple, productive, and also visually appealing to me. Now, at the same time, we have embedded a lot of data elements to help drive your day-to-day job. So the infolettes, all kind of the things related to the reporting analytics, rich, interactive, not just for the finance professionals, but also for really the business professionals to help them to do the day-to-day job. Now, of course, kind of like you see a lot of the new innovations about machine learning, robotic process automation in terms of transaction capture that's touchless. There's even adaptive intelligence in the discounting area to help you make the best decision with your cash or XX isn't there. So now coming to the end, I'd like to wrap. You have heard a lot of things today, but there are 3 things that I'd like you to remember when you get out of this room there. Oracle ERP Cloud is the only complete ERP end-to-end SaaS solution that's enterprise grade. It has all the capabilities that you need to run the most advanced global organizations in the world with deep global, deep industry capabilities baked in. Lots of great user interface experience that you have seen today in the demo as well as in the screenshots, and lots of depth in terms of analytics, data-driven design in there to help your business users to have better insights about the day-to-day job. Innovation is really the key for Oracle, embedding a lot of the new capabilities that are customer-driven. You see, 80% of the new capabilities in the past 12 months came from customer direct feedback. So it's much more relevant, delivered a lot faster to the hands of the end users comparing with any of the other systems on premise. At the same time, we invest heavily on new data-driven application strategy, taking into account the latest trends in technologies on adaptive intelligence, AI, machine learning, RPA, chatbots, and so on to make your users even more productive going forward. Last part, customer first. Customer success is always our #1 priority. We need to make sure all the things that we do, all the roadmap, not necessarily is just cater for customers, but at the same time, we want to make sure our customer success organization, the development organization is tightly connected with all of our customers' implementation so they can implement and deploy it with the best practices process. And where needed, we'll bring in the resources as well as the skills to help our customers to be successful.
Great. We're a third of the way through OpenWorld. Congratulations. 2/3 to go. 154 more ERP sessions, 41 EPM sessions, 97 SCM sessions. You have lots of opportunity to learn more and more about the products and services that we're bringing to bear. Today we've given you a very high level view, 10,000-foot view of where we're going with ERP, EPM. I'd encourage you to take advantage of the rest of the sessions here, peel back that onion and learn more and more about the details. And one last thing I'd draw your attention to, and that's a save the date. Next slide, please. Always wanted to say that. Is to save the date for Valentine's Day in New York, where we're going to have our modern finance experience. So you can continue our journey and learn more about what we're doing inside of the space, the innovations, and the changes that we're bringing to you. So thank you so much for your attention today. Enjoy the rest of OpenWorld. Thank you.
Thank you very much.